Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Please take your seats. Vice President Inday Sara Duterte, were what I call our secret weapon on these trips is former President GMA, the Speaker of the House, Speaker Martin Romualdez. Is the Ambassador here with us? Ambassador, how good to see you. His Excellency Huang Xilian, the Ambassador from the People's Republic to the Republic of the Philippines, members of the Cabinet that are here with us today, and of course, our First Lady, Lisa Marcos. You know, I have to do that, otherwise I have not completed my duty. And Pasay District Representative, yes, of course, Antonino Calixto, AFP Chief of Staff, Lieutenant General Bartolome Bacaro, Philippine National Police, you're not here, Senator Amy Marcos, Philippine National Police Chief General Rodolfo Azurin Jr., my fellow workers in government, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Isang mapagpalang araw at manigong bagong taon sa inyong lahat. I depart today for my 7th foreign travel since assuming the presidency. Upon the invitation of President Xi Jinping, I will be undertaking a 48-hour visit to the People's Republic of China. Significantly, this will be my first bilateral visit to a non-ASEAN country.
Ito pong pagdalaw ni Pangulong BBM sa China ay ang kauna-unang pagdalaw niya outside of an ASEAN country. So, yun po yun. So, importante yun. After na ma-elect ni Pangulong BBM, ito po yung kauna-unang state visit niya outside of an ASEAN country.
I took a similar journey to China as a young man.
So, fast forward tayo sa panahon ng 1970s, o nung panahon ni dating Pangulong Ferdinand Adelin Marcos, doon po nabuo ang trade relations na formal bilateral relations with China. Ito po ay napirmahan noong June 9, 1975. So, doon po naging formal ang bilateral relationship with China.
Several decades ago, and I was witness to a historic milestone in Philippine foreign policy as I accompanied my mother, former First Lady Imelda Marcos, in 1976, as she laid the groundwork for the establishment of diplomatic relations between our two countries. Eventually, my father formally forged in June 1975 that diplomatic agreement. Since then, I have watched the development of our bilateral ties with great interest and attention. In undertaking this trip, I continue that legacy of strengthening the bonds of friendship established between the Filipino and Chinese peoples and fostering bilateral ties to a higher plane of cooperation. Although diplomatic relations between the Philippines and China were established only 47 years ago, our history of friendly exchanges with our northern neighbor goes back centuries.
Noon pong as early as 9th century, meron na pong trade relations ang Pilipinas sa bansang China. Ayon po dun sa, this is from a UNESCO organization site, may lang po. So noong kahit na kaunti ang written records tungkol sa early trade relations ng China at ng Philippines before the Spanish occupation, ang UNESCO naman ay may nakita na dati pa, nung panahon pa ng Tang Dynasty na 9th century AD, ay nagkakaroon na ng trade sa pagitan ng Pilipinas at ng China.
Bilateral cooperation has grown steadily. Today, our ties are deep, multifaceted, and mutually beneficial. China is our largest trading partner, a major source of official development assistance, and before the pandemic, the second largest source of tourist arrivals.
Ang 20% ng ating foreign trade ay nanggagaling sa China. At isa ang China sa pinakamalaking source ng foreign direct investment sa Pilipinas itong mga nakarang taon, lalong-lalo na sa infrastructure. Nag-invest po sila sa infrastructure na nakapag-provide ng trabaho sa maraming Pilipino. Sa pagdalaw po ni Pangulong BBM sa China ay maraming inaasahang mga bagong kasunduan ng palalagdaan. Yan po ay sa trade and investment, sa agrikultura, sa renewable energy, sa infrastructure, sa development corporation, sa maritime security cooperation. Ilan lang po yun sa mga madidiscuss.
As I leave for Beijing, I will be opening a new chapter in our comprehensive strategic cooperation with China. We will seek to foster a meaningful relation and broaden our cooperation in various areas such as agriculture, energy, infrastructure, science and technology, trade and investment, and people-to-people exchanges, amongst others. I look forward to my meeting with President Xi as we work towards shifting the trajectory of our relations to a higher gear that would hopefully bring numerous prospects and abundant opportunities for the peace and development to the peoples of both our countries. In this regard, we are rising as a nation, recovering from the ravages of a global pandemic. In our unremitting fight against the onslaught of COVID-19, our cooperation with China helps strengthen trust between our two countries. I recall our country's profound appreciation and gratitude when China was there to extend its helping hand in the form of vaccines, personal protective equipment, and technical assistance at the initial onslaught of the pandemic. You were the first to come to our aid. In this upcoming visit, we expect to sign more than 10 key bilateral agreements to add to the over 100 agreements we already have with China. As our doors open up in the new normal, I will invite our Chinese neighbors to once again return to the Philippines as tourists, as students, investors.
Kapag medyo bumaba na ang COVID cases sa China, since ang mga Chinese tourists, sila yung ikalawang pinakamarami pre-pandemic na bumisita sa Pilipinas, ay maaaring maengganyo ulit sila na dumalaw at bumisita sa Pilipinas para naman ma-boost ang ating tourism industry kapag humupa na ang COVID cases sa kanila.
Aside from sharing the wonders of our archipelago with our Chinese friends, strengthened people-to-people exchanges will allow us to bridge gaps in understanding between our two countries at every level. I shall push for the resumption of tourism and cultural cooperation between our two countries. In Beijing, we will seek to harness the potentials of our vibrant trade and investment relations as we accelerate the post-pandemic growth of our economy. In these meetings, I will be joined by key private sector representatives who have been and will continue to be our partners in boosting our economy. I hope to return home to the Philippines with a harvest of agreements and investments that will benefit our countrymen and further strengthen the foundation of our economic environment. As with my previous state visits last year, we will continue to pursue initiatives in the priority areas that we have identified: the agricultural sector, the guaranteed food supply, the guarantee of prices, of food prices that are affordable to all Filipinos, our long-term strategies and plans on energy, particularly renewable energy, and our long-term plans for our nation's emergence into the new global, sustainable digital economy. Thank you very much, and wish me luck.
And sana po magkaisa tayo to wish the delegation of the Philippines na tutulak ng China, to wish them well. Pagdasal po natin na maging successful ang biyahe na ito.
On this very important trip that we are taking.
Hindi pa natin alam kung magkano yung magiging total na investment pledges na makukuha natin. And then, then again, all of these are positive moves of the current administration ni Pangulong BBM to really boost the Philippine economy and improve bilateral relations, to generate jobs, get mutual cooperation na mga proyekto. So nakikita natin yan po yung naging thrust talaga ng gobyerno ni Pangulong BBM kung paano niya aayusin ang ekonomiya ng Pilipinas at paano makakapag-provide ng additional at maraming trabaho sa mga Pilipino. So yan lang po, abangan po natin sa mga susunod na araw kung ano ang mga iba pang magiging kaganapan tungkol sa state visit na to. And sana po magkaisa tayo to wish the delegation of the Philippines na tutulak ng China, to wish them well. Pagdasal po natin na maging successful ang biyahe na ito dahil para po sa lahat naman ng Pilipino ang all of these efforts. Hindi lang naman po ito para sa isang tao lang or para sa all of these efforts, pag pinagsama-sama natin, pag sinuman natin, ito po ay para sa ating lahat din, sa mga Pilipino. So hopefully, hope, sabi nga po nila, hope springs eternal. Umasa po tayo na gumagawa naman ng paraan ng pamahalaan na ma-address ang lahat ng mga issue na ating kinakaharap. So yun lang po, sana po kahit paano ay nakapagpaliwanag kami ng kaunti, nakadagdag kami ng kaunting kalaman dito sa maikling video na to. Maraming salamat po ulit sa patuloy na suporta at maraming salamat po ulit sa patuloy na tiwala. At dito po sa atin, good vibes lang at magandang mga balita lang po yung ating ipapahayag at ating papalaganapin. Tamang impormasyon at ang mga bagay na yung mga pangarap natin para sa bansa at para sa bawat Pilipino. So yun lang po, jigs po ito ulit ng Simplified Strategic Solutions at Splat Communications. Magandang araw po sa lahat hanggang sa uulitin. In behalf of the team, thank you for all the trust. Maraming salamat po. Thank you po. Next time po ulit.
Well, what can you say? Kindly share your thoughts in the comment portion. We have reached the end of today's video. In behalf of my partner Rina and the rest of the Splat Communications and Simplified Strategic Solutions team, thank you. Till next time. Stay safe. Rosa out. Bye.